Okay, so in the meantime, the offer made it to the publisher sign-off stage. Above the Go Live button, I currently do not see specific links that point me, like deep nested links pointing me into Marketplace, so that I would just be able to copy the link, right? But when I go to my simulated customer subscription, so this is the subscription in which which I added to my market. So here, this is the subscription which I added to the preview audience for that offer, right? When I go to Marketplace, it tells me I have multiple private plans available to me. And one of these plans is now the private billing demo. So with our metered billing rocks offer, with our currently single plan, a longer description, the plans here with information about billing and so on, right? So this is now available here. So let's create an instance of that. So now we are the customer purchasing the solution. And in my subscription, I select in which resource group I want to put the managed application object. I pick a username. So this is now the configuration for the actual contents of the managed solution. I want to authenticate with a secure shell key. I want to use an existing key that is stored in Azure, which is this one here. Select some DNS prefix. So for example, metering 2024-0105. The VM size is fine. The application name, so how do I want to name the object which is created in the managed apps instance? So let's call this -1 or A. And the managed resource group. So this is the managed resource group on which I as a customer will not be having access to. This is the MRG metering something something. So this is the object which I own inside my managed app resource group, and the other thing is basically locked down. So let's go to the next tab. This informs me as a customer that the provider has administrative access. Here we can see the dimensions. So this is the pricing. The price is €0 per month. And we do have a couple of dimensions. So these are now the texts from our portal. And we publish this, we purchase this now and create search for that offer. So now provisioning kicks in. And this is now the deployment. While this is going on, let's actually also open the portal from the ISV side. So in the third browser tab, I am now the publisher. And in subscriptions, given the fact that I'm in the security group, in here, it's just a question of time until I see the customer subscription called CH Geuer work in here. So let's see what's going on. The managed application is currently in process. While this is flying around, let's just go to the managed app resource group. So here I cannot yet see the there is a managed application object. So, and while this is still under provisioning, so it's still being provisioned. It's taking some time to get going. Let's just have a look at the JSON representation so far. And here you see it is inside the Managed Apps resource group. It is a Microsoft solution with the Microsoft Solutions application with a name which we picked. And the Managed Resource Group ID where all the resources will be created. This is here. And we can also see like the secure shell key with it was used to create the whole thing and so on. So this is currently going on and being provisioned. We can also look into the resource groups and have a look into the managed resource group where the resources are now being created. For example, the deployment script which has the job of pulling service principal credentials from the other side. And here, for example, you see like where is the script coming from. So here, for example, is the service principal creation script. We can even have a look at that one, right? So this, I as a customer can see exactly which script is being used here. So when I drag and drop that script in here, I can exactly see how the sausage is made, so to say. Like where it's trying to call the service principal creation endpoint with the bootstrap secret value. So this is the one which allows me to cook new service principals in the ISV tenant. However, when we have a look here at the details, we see the service principal creation URL and we see our own ID, but we don't see the bootstrap value because this is effectively a secret value in here. The other thing, so now that script finished, so we now can see registering in the cloud, blah, blah, blah. The secret has been stored in the publisher key vault under a certain name. And we can also see the name here as an output. So as a quick reminder, when I bring up the shared resource broker, swim lane or sequence diagram, we know that it talked to the publisher key vault and said, give me a bootstrap secret. It called the REST API. It got a secret name back. And the secret name is even visible to us here. So inside the customer knows that the publisher's key vault contains a secret with his name, but we do not know the service principal value. This is directly pulled from underneath the ARM template and stored in our key vault, right? So when we go in here, where do we want to go? It's this key vault here. And this key vault has a secret, and this is the one we want to have, but we're not authorized to see the contents. So let's give ourselves access to this. So we want to do a role assignment and give ourselves a key vault admin permission for the user here. In this case, this is my Microsoft.com identity or this group here. Let's just pick a couple of identities and give these identities permission at the customer side. And all of these things fail. It fails to give Christian key vault admin permissions because the client, like my Microsoft identity, has permission to perform role assignment. However, access is denied because of a deny assignment with the name system deny assignment created by managed application. This is effectively coming from the fact that in our plan overview, in the plan configuration, in the technical configuration, we did specify that we want to restrict access for the customer using deny assignment. So this just doesn't work. And when we so inside the resource group, let's refresh this. Now we also have even a deployment script which submitted a message into the resource, into Event Hub. And we have a VM. And this VM we can connect to because this is our workload. So we as a customer can use this workload, right? So when I connect, for example, to the DNS name, let's just jump there, SSH Geuer at that host name. Yes, sure. And now we are there. So this is now our workload in Northern Europe, from which we will be able to submit usage. And we can also do this. So submit meter. So inside this virtual machine is a script called submit meter. For demonstration purposes, so let's just have a look at that script. For demonstration purposes, and now we kind of reverse engineer a little bit how the workload is structured. For simplicity reason, I said, okay, let's create a, let's basically bring in this submit meter script into the machine. And alongside basically this virtual machine creation, let's step back. Let's have a look at the managed application itself, at the managed app contents. So inside the managed application, we had a virtual machine. The virtual machine, but we also run a custom deployment script here. So we copy over the submit meter script, and we have a local script, and we run a custom script extension, and this basically copies scripts into the local machine. It copies resources into the local machine and also configures the credential here. So let's have a look. So this one basically pulled certain well, now I need to let's actually pause this video. Let me read what's going on, and let's follow up in a minute.